Today I want to do a put up and take down of this Lone Rider Moto tent. It's a big tent. It's about 600 bucks on the Lone Rider website. This is a great tent. If you're going to camp overnight quickly, you might want to go with a smaller tent. We'll talk about that later, but this is a great tent if you're going to stay somewhere for a little bit. It's like a home in your campground. So we can put it up, but it's going to take a lot of space in my backyard, side of my yard, to put it up. So it's very easy. It's grass, it's flat, it's smooth. It's pretty easy to put up. If you're at a campsite, rain, wind, so it might take a little bit more time to put up. So take that in consideration, but let's see how long it takes to put up. First, let's weigh the tent. You can have this on your motorcycle. It should weigh around 12 pounds. So let's go ahead and put it on the scale, see what it weighs. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but it should say right around 12 pounds. So it's not a light tent. You get some tents that are maybe 4 or 5 pounds, but this is about 12 pounds. Okay, first thing you need to do is just unloosen these straps a little bit. And believe it or not, it all fits in this bag very nicely. Again, please, if you're at a campsite where it's dirty and muddy and all, that might take a little longer to put the tent up, but it's just so you know what it takes to put a tent up and take it down. So we'll start the clock. It is exactly 10:30. So in the tent comes some stakes, some poles. This is your stakes to put the tent up with. And I've bungee cord this up so it's nice and tight. Those are mine. They don't come with the tank, with the tent, so we'll take this out. And you will notice this tent will take a lot of room. There's some poles right there. A lot of room. Big tent. It hasn't been opened. It has not been opened in quite some time. I've used this tent probably 6 times. Okay, here we go. Now we're good. Now we're set up. We'll put the 2 red. See the red ribbons? It's very color coded. You simply put the red poles in the red sleeve and the black pole in the black sleeve. Even a guy like me can do it. Okay, we'll do the red poles first. You simply take one of these poles and put it together. And they're kind of, when you get it all together, it's kind of bent just a little bit, got a kind of a bend to them. And if you take the darn things, put together, you just kind of shake a little bit, you'll get this right. And you start at one end, it would be the other end. Here we go, over here. You can see, with this tent, you need some space, helps out, right? A lot of space. Okay. And we'll take some close-ups of these. Everything about Lone Rider, they're one of those companies where everything is really good quality. They don't, it could last a lifetime. They're very good quality tent. Now, everything they have is quality. Their bags or whatever's. It's really nice. Okay. Check a little bit. Okay. And then the black stick. Then you latch it to this little loop here. It takes a little bit of strength. And the red one. I don't know why this is getting a little hard. There we go. Okay, now we've got our loops in. And next, we're going to get a couple of stakes. They have wonderful stakes. They work really, really well. So once you have it set up, you have your stakes in, make final adjustments. You can pull the back end forward and attach that. So this is the first thing you do. Lift this up. Now, again, when you fold the tent up, it's not open. So we're gonna go whoop for the stuff. And I think one person can do it. Whoa, here we go. Now we'll just put one tent in here. And then we're gonna go here. Adjust a little bit. Okay, and then what we need is these neat little covers here for the lines are really kind of cool. Keep it kind of nice and neat. Again, we got another stake here, a couple stakes. We'll make some adjustments here in just a minute. And you can see how much room you're gonna need to put this tent up, right? Okay. And there's generally the setup. And this is generally the setup of the tent. This is it. And so let me put some stakes in the front. You kind of see where they go as well. Okay, well there you go. For an extra $100, you get these poles here and a couple of stakes, and you use these to build yourself a little patio. So let's undo this real quick. So now you've got a little patio. Now you've got a little patio to, and this is really nice actually when you're camping for a while to be able to put lawn chairs out here and things like that. So that's this extra set of poles. It's $100, but that's what you get. And it can go on, this can go on either side as well. There you go. All right, we talked about that this tent is a big tent, and it takes a lot of real estate to put up. When you have the lines laid out, let's measure it. So here we go. This paces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's about 24 feet. Maybe 1, 2, 3, probably 8.5 paces. I'm sorry, about 8.5 feet. So again, takes up a lot of real estate. If you have it, set it up, because it's a beautiful tent. Here's the deal with the tent. It's a big tent. When it's set up, it's a great tent. It's big inside. The sleeping quarters are huge. You can stand up. It's easy to put your clothes on. It's got this vestibule or this patio that you can meet your friends, set a couple chairs out here, stay out of the sun. It really is cool. And if you want to park your bike in here, it's big enough to park your bike in here. You can see online some of the reviews of guys parking their Harleys in here. So it can, but personally what I typically do is I have a cover for my bike, so it's parked outside with the cover on. Whether I'm in a hotel or camping, I don't know why, but I always cover it at night, almost always cover it at night. So this is the Lone Rider Moto tent. It's big, and I'll measure from that stake to the end of the stake. So when you go camping, you need some real estate to put this sucker up. Again, if you're gonna go camping, you wanna go lightweight, you might wanna get their little smaller tent or a smaller tent that can, you can pick up with your hands and move around and shake it out and put it back together again, those 3-pound tents. Heavy tent, 12 pounds. I don't mind the weight. I mean, my bike's big enough to carry the weight. And once you get it set up, it's a beautiful tent. Okay, now we'll go ahead and we'll take the canopy off. Before you fold your tent up, put it away, it's recommended, they insist that you zip up all the zippers. So when you're gonna put it away, make sure all the doors are closed and all the tarps are closed. So I'll do that right now. Whoops. All closed in there. Kind of rained a little bit. Okay, what I do, I just go around, take the tarps, the spikes out of the ground here. And what time is it? It is 12 o'clock right now. Again, you can stake the sides as well. Oop, gotta zip this up. Okay, now we're gonna take these off. As we take them off, they've got these nice little pockets I'll show you that you can store these things. So and they kind of go in these nice little pockets here. Kind of cool. Again, you know what? Tearing down a tent in your backyard on grass is a lot simpler than if you're in the dirt. Have a little problem there. Here, same thing. And now we've got all the stakes up, tarps down, and we can go ahead and pick that up and kind of lay it down. Next step is to take the poles out. Again, tents are, now you're tired, you've been camping all day, but you're getting excited to go to the next spot. But a campsite, have all your stuff. The trick I found taking these poles out is start it from the end and work it halfway around, then it comes out. Otherwise, it's gonna come apart. What do we call this? We call this a controlled environment. And black one, same thing. Okay. Now to fold it up, you're going to fold it up. You want to get this because you've got to be the width of this, right? When you fold it up, it's got to be about that big. Then I also put these poles in the middle. So take this, just kind of fold it up. To give me a reference of how narrow to fold. Again, it makes it nice too because I don't have dirt, but usually if it's a dirt, I'll be cleaning it off and before I put it in. But again, it's a controlled environment. So let's go ahead and roll this up. If you're lucky. Then I take these tarps here. And just help it stay together. Not tarps, these are the straps. Okay, I've got the bag. Okay, there's that. Now we'll pick up all the stakes. This you can fold up in your tent. I have okay, the last two things to put in are this and this. There we go. Take this, boom, and there you have. This is your Lone Rider motor tent. It's a great tent. You need a lot of real estate, but if you have it, it works. Thanks for watching. Talk to you real soon.